Всем привет, с вами Джейсон, и мы начинаем новую игру Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Играть я буду новая игра плюс, у меня уже есть созданный персонаж, чтобы меньше времени тратить на прокачку. Сложность на обычно прошел, возьму высокую. Если что, там я знаю, можно поменять. Абилайн, Канзас, 1910. Я, наверное, не буду читать субтитры.
Easy, boy.
Голова быка.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
И вот начинается история. Так. Значит, в чем был прикол? Наш персонаж, старый бандит, охотник за головами, бывалый вояка, пришел в бар, чтобы закончить какое-то дело. И вот теперь мы должны будем просмотреть всю его историю.
It was about 30 years ago.
Ну, как давно.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Так. Вот параметры. Звук. Все. Чтобы...
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies.
Громко.
But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead,
Чтобы было
let me tell you
слышно
what
меня.
happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Больше для меня нет патронов. Ну ладно. Нет, все равно очень громко. Думаю, так пойдет. В этой игре нет открытого мира.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Так, я уже забыл, что у меня было. Так. Вот, это все, что я прокачал. В первом прохождении.
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Hey, we have one behind us! Stay on it! Covering fire!
Нет, это невыгодная позиция для меня.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Да. Нет, они если атакуют, то все. Давай, высунься. Ну ладно, сейчас мы веселимся. Это ты еще.
I'm putting you down! You're dead!
С двумя револьверами покомфортнее будет.
Watch out! He's one of them! He's right behind us! Where the hell's
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads
Let's
cut
send
off.
these some bitches running!
У нее такие интересные сравнения.
Let's do this!
Ой-ой. Ой. Блин, я думал, подсказка будет. А я забыл, что на этой сложности подсказка.
Watch out! He's one of them! He's right behind us! Where the hell's Garrett? Never around when you need it! Come on! Let's send these some bitches running! I've got this!
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Вот тут есть такая
Not a
прикольная
bad
механика.
idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Не, все равно громко. Здесь есть такая интересная механика. Бегство от смерти. Один раз за черт знает сколько, если у меня попадает фатальная пуля, я могу ее избежать.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah.
Да.
Kill him, for Christ's sake! What are you? Yellow? You can't take us all on! Not forever! I'm done with you! God damn you!
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks. Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
Through the back door! We got you covered! Try aiming, you idiots! He's in the window! Watch your flank! Kill him, for Christ's sake!
Попал. Какого черта?
You're
он
dead.
остался?
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Ага.
I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie both.
Rat in a trap!
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Концентрация.
You're really pissing me off! Billy's worth $500. Get her alive! Where'd he come from? I can keep this up all day! I think he got one! Kill him, for Christ's sake! Where the hell Garrett get to? He's missing all the action!
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit.
Ой-ой.
"They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
You can't take us all on! Kill him! Look at that! Where'd he come from? Kill him, for Christ's sake!
Самородок истины. Так.
Someone shoot that bastard!
Так, я не сильно понял, что мне надо делать. Через окно, что ли, выпрыгнуть? Нет. Просто отстреливаться.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
Ладно, это все интересно, но... Вот этот навык неплохо.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run.
They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Wait,
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
Make them run for it! Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Так.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Вот это тот Дуайт, это Дуайт Эйзенхауэр, один из президентов США. Я почитал в интернете.
Making my way past the castle of fallen foes.
Нет? Не помогу.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Так.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing
Дуэль.
bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Это так думает будущий президент США. Гордый, хорош собой, но неуклюжий. Бывает. Вот он наш персонаж в
You
красной
challenged him
накидке.
to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Версия Дуайта. Как держать на нем фокус? Это трудно, кстати. Ах. Ну ладно. Отлично.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that penny dreadful said? No, boy.
Вранье.
That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Ручки.
And stepped inside, and
О-оу.
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Продолжим.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
И первая глава. Это был лишь пролог.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Оу.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
4 месяца. Почему его не
He was
казнили
with
в такое
John
время?
Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
Билли сбежал.
He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Да. Спасибо, Билли.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Вот и он.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Дробовик. Это просто дробовик. Этот дробовик ничем не уникален. Просто название.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
The kid's escape raised a huge ruckus. Hell yeah, that scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Ну, золотая
Can't
винтовка.
let the kid get away.
И погнали.
Anybody see him? Get out here!
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
the hell it escaped? Garrett's gonna kick our ass!
Нет, ребятки, у меня и так мало патронов. Чё вы мне надо?
You bastard!
Да ладно. Ну что ж, я считаю, что надо уже заканчивать наш выпуск. С вами был Джейсон. Всем спасибо, всем пока.